Yes, you would be correct. I gotta say, despite the telestrator not playing with you, you did fantastic. And we've got Nisqy here, and maybe we can ask him immediately. Nisqy, in the early game, obviously Elyoya tracked Haru. He saw an opportunity. How does that work then? Does he just tell you, come on, Nisqy, get your backpack on, we're going? Or how does it work?
I mean, usually in early game when we get an information, we both kind of think of what we need to do. Usually he gives me a plan and then either I comment on it or I improve it, or he just tells me, if you can push on this wave, we can do this. And then we just kind of talk back and forth and we make a plan together. But this game, for example, invading bot side was his plan if we saw Wukong somewhere on the map, and that's what we did, yeah.
Okay, great. So a little bit of a preordained plan. What did you make of their draft, GB?
Well, I generally feel like it was very Mad Lion-esque in the way it kind of functions, right? Even though you don't have, you know, the Volibears or the Lee Sins for this time around for Illyria, I think like slamming Poppy for a team like Mad Lions is absolutely perfect. It's a team that gives you agency to create, it's a comp that gives you agency to create plays in the early game. And I mean, Nisqy, either he's on Lissandra, he's on Taliyah, you know, he's not on a champion where it's going to be like, I'm influencing my lane. He's going to be on a champion that's like, I'm shoving in mid lane. Where the hell is Elyoya? There you are, buddy. Okay, we're running off the top lane or whatever it is.
Is that correct, Nisqy?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're playing right now. I think it's, I mean, we just found a style and I think we just kind of play it because it's kind of our, I mean, we just win with it, so why would we stop, right?
Yeah, your bread and butter. We wanted to highlight Unforgiven as well. I can imagine as Unforgiven being kind of a younger player and you being someone with this much experience, how have you looked upon his evolution, I would say, within this team since you've joined it?
I mean, in the beginning, I always thought he was really good mechanically. I felt like he lacked a bit of microplay, a bit like tempo and all that. And I think me joining and just kind of talking to him about it, and also I think Coach Xav is doing a really good job of kind of teaching him as well how to play actually like as a team, because I think he's really good mechanically, but he was kind of missing that stuff. But I think now he's getting more and more comfy, and it feels like he's in his comfort zone. So yeah, I think he's really good right now.
I just gotta say, I gotta completely agree with that. Even, you know, Unforgiven, he started out playing out in the Nordic leagues back when that was something I did, right? And then on to watch SK Prime in the other ERLs in Germany, and he's just a player where the Draven has also been one of the champions that you never let him have. Like in the ERLs, this champion was always banned against Unforgiven. You just could not let him have it. Obviously, when you take a step to the LEC, people are going to know how to contain you more, but then you add the extra steps that Nisqy is saying, the micro, the extra knowledge. Now you have the mechanics and the broad picture, and that's going to result in this.
Yeah, he's turning into a very dangerous player. Also, the goal difference, plus 3.6k almost, goal difference at 14 minutes. But Nisqy, we've seen Matt sometimes throw big leads, right? Is there any part of your team talks now when you get into a lead like this that makes you calm down a little bit so you close it out?
I mean, to be fair, our comms, are still pretty, I'm not say shaky, but I think everyone kind of tries to give plans and do all that stuff. I feel like now we actually don't throw as much because we figured out what was the mistake the first 2 times when we threw. So I think now we have a better idea, but still the comms are not as clean as they should be, but it's been working and we're also working on it. So yeah, I like our comms and just our way of doing for now at least.
Oh, absolutely. Jamada was actually bringing up a great point when we were watching the XL game earlier, that he feels that you and Yukduk are similar in some regards in terms of how long you've been in the league, how much you're willing to adapt for each team you step into in terms of the leadership role that you can bring to a team. How fulfilled do you feel right now in this Mad Lions project and what you're able to do with them so far?
I mean, I think so far, I think I brought them a lot. I mean, I think so at least. I think we really found the recipe to success like pretty easily, I'd say, but also it's on the regular season, and I think we just need to keep this going till the end of the split, and for sure playoffs is when we need to shine, and that's something I want to see before actually seeing if I succeeded or not in Mad Lions for the first split. And yeah, I believe in this team. I think we'll do good, but we need to see playoffs first.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. That's what it is all about. And I like that you say, you know, it's about how far we can get as a team, not just as me as a person. Talking about the playoff race, Nisqy, things are crazy. Also, 4 seeds now for the LEC at Worlds. Talk to me what you think about everything right now.
I mean, I like having 4 seeds. I think it gives us some more chances of going to Worlds as well. So I think it's a good thing. But for the other teams, I'm not so sure. I think to be fair, the only other team that looks pretty good is Rogue, I'd say, right now. I thought at least XL was really good, but I figured they're struggling. So I'd say us and Rogue are for sure the ones in the lead for now, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, honestly, I think that Mad Lions and Rogue are the best playing teams we have in the league, and I think it comes down to multiple factors. I'd even say towards playoff, I might even favor Mad as the best team we actually have in the league, despite the standings not saying that. Reason for me to kind of say that is that, and we've had a lot of people say this, Vedi, Jamada earlier as well, Mad Lions' losses are purely by their own account. Like, I don't know how many other teams I can say it's your own fault you lost. Some teams get outplayed. Mad Lions outplay themselves at times, and that's the big thing for me.
Yeah, that's something we will be tracking. Thank you so much, Nisqy, and congratulations. We'll here on the desk be moving on in a minute to G2 versus Astralis. Now, G2 is in some hot water as well. They are actually on a 4-game losing streak.